Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Family Plot, 1976. This is going to be another Karen Black flick. This is going to be another Hitch flick. Matter of fact, it's Hitch's last movie. He was he was in the process of developing a film after this one, but I guess his health was failing at this point, age 75. I'm surprised he made that long. I guess they kept him alive with a pacemaker. So he didn't. His truly last movie, the one that he wanted to make, never got made. So this is going to be his last movie. Barbara Harris is in this from Nashville. She plays an incredible psychic. Great performance. More great performances from Karen Black and Bruce Dern. Be sleazy, playa, be sleazy. So this one's about Madame Blanche, played by Barbara Harris. She's a fake psychic. Like she's pretending to be psychic with this old lady who's been in a bunch of movies. And the old lady offers her $10,000 to find her bastard grandson, the shame of the family, because he's the only heir left. Bruce Dern is like the part-time cab driver, part-time con man who's helping Madame Blanche to track down this grandson. And meanwhile, Karen Black and this other dude who's been in a lot of television shows, they're like gallivanting around, kidnapping people and demanding huge jewel diamonds as ransoms. I guess they're kidnapping high-profile people. Eventually, they end up kidnapping the bishop who baptized the kidnapper, which is kind of interesting. And so eventually these two couples, they cross paths, and it just so happens that the kidnapper guy is also the grandson of the heiress. So eventually Bruce Dern gets around to figuring out what goes on, but he's too busy working as a cabbie, so Barbara Harris ends up going to his house thanks to the kidnapper's co-worker at the jewelry store violating his privacy and telling her where what address he lives at. So she shows up. She gets knocked out with some kind of drug, and then fortunately she tells Bruce Dern where she's going, or she tells the valet dude at the hotel, who then relays it to Bruce Dern. So you can pretty much guess the ending. I mean, pretty cool ending. I love this flick. It's over 2 hours long, and I loved every minute of it. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. Great flick, highly recommended. Check it out. There's cool. It's not really a chase scene. They call it a chase scene, but it's just like the guy who's covering up. Okay, so there's a lot of different stories going on in this movie. Okay, so the guy who works at the garage, he's covering up the death, the fake death of the kidnapper dude. The kidnapper dude wanted his death to be faked for some reason. I don't know. That part wasn't clear. There are a lot of movies, things in this movie that are unclear. Maybe that's why it gets a 6.8 rating or something out of 10 on IMDb. But I actually like this movie better than Rear Window or North by Northwest, for sure. North by Northwest. And it's not as good as Rope or Vertigo, but it's kind of in between Rear Window and Rope, I guess, in terms of quality. I was surprised. I thought it was a great flick. I enjoyed every minute of it, like I said. I rated it a lot higher than most folks because I guess they figured that maybe Hitchcock was losing his faculties at this point. I don't know. Seemed like he was pretty sharp on this one. And I don't know why people think that this movie doesn't get enough credit. I think it's one of his hidden gems, actually. So highly recommend it. Check it out later